Hi everybody, how is everybody doing today? So I'm back today to share with you what I made for my swap partner this month. For those that are new to the channel, I have a group on Facebook called Country Creational Swaps. You are more than welcome to come and join. Please answer the questions though before you click the request, only because sometimes Facebook sends the request without people knowing. And if you answer the questions, then I know that it's you doing it on Facebook. But other than that, you're more than welcome to come in. We do swaps on a monthly basis, and we do challenges, and there's all sorts going on all the time. So this month, there was 3 themes to choose from. There was make a loaded pocket, filling in with all handmade ephemera. Make a 16-page traveller's notebook in making waves, everything to do with this month's theme, so the making waves. That inspiration came from Ali actually. And then the last one is making up a lace box or basket, adding spools to the basket so you can add laces inside. So yeah, this is my swap. I was paired up with the lovely Carolina. Hi sweetheart. And I decided to go with the making a loaded pocket filling with a handmade ephemera. Now I've done a loaded envelope before, but this time I decided to make a loaded pocket. I decided to do just that. So and because everything inside had to be handmade, I decided the pocket would be this size. I'll show you what size I've done it. But I also had a twist this month, and now my twist was to make some charms to go with the theme that I have chosen. It could be in the colours of that theme. Oh, and the colour sets. Before I click off, wait a second. The colour sets we had to work with were a shade. This one's called Shades of the Garden. That's actually like a light yellow. It might be coming on pink, but it might be my eyes. Mermaid's Tail. And then the last colour set we had was Barbie Pink. So I went with Mermaid's Tail, and I also went with Shades of Garden. I sort of stuck with blues, and I added yellows and all sorts. So I sort of used all 3. I stayed away from the darker tones and worked with more of the pastel colours. So my swap, this is my swap to Carolina. So before I show you my swap, I just want to show you my twist. So I've made a little card, and then on the end I've put my little twist. And what they are bulb charms. They are these. And all I've done is I've added a little bit of lace and some beads. And they work quite well, and they can be added to any project that she wants to do. So I've added 3. The twist didn't say how many I had to add, but I thought 3 would be kind of nice, and I've added different buttons to go with the different colours. So that's my twist. Now this is my actual swap. So I found it. Before I share with you what I made, I will say I actually found this month to be a little difficult. I made it difficult for myself. It wasn't the fact the swap was difficult, it's because I made it difficult for myself. The reason I'm saying that is because I wanted to do the loaded pocket with the handmade ephemera. Of course, all my lives recently and things I've been showing on the group is all to do with making things making ephemera. So I was trying to come up with something possibly Carolina hadn't seen. So I have got a few bits in here that she probably would have seen me make. And I don't ever do that, but I was really struggling with what can I make her that I haven't seen. I think there's 2 or 3 bits. So I apologise, sweetheart, but there are other things that I've done just for this swap and just for you. So this is my first page. So the pocket, I'll talk about the pocket first. The pocket is, it's 12 by 4. It's not very big at all, but it has a back and you can add pockets to it. You can make it into a sort of like a little mini journal pocket. It's a really, really cool idea. So I'm going to take the ephemera out of the first pocket, and that's what it looks like at the front. So I've got this heart. Now everything on this pocket she's able to cut off and use. So if Carolina wanted to, is a gap here, but she could cut the thread here and then follow the thread in here and actually use the heart as is. These are just stuck on with Pritt Stick, these little images that I've stamped and coloured. And then I used my new heart stamp, which I actually only recently had from, I think I ordered it from AliExpress, and it's this one. It comes out gorgeous. So I used that, and then I used some of my dies and built it up. I also used some dried flowers and a button, and it was yeah, so that's my front page. So in my front page I have an image blank on the back. Again, it's stamped, and then I used some of my colours. I didn't go crazy on the colour because in my mind I thought, well, what if Carolina wants to colour it in? What if she wants to add something to it? So I didn't go crazy on what I wanted to add to it. The other thing I added was this. Now again, this is my new die that I literally just purchased off AliExpress, and it's this. And I tied it out twice, and then I trapped some what they call dried flowers in between. And I just thought that was so effective. So I made her one of them, almost like a little mini bookmark. Now this she would have seen me make, possibly. So I apologise, sweetheart. This isn't the exact one I've made on my videos. I made a different one for my swap. But what I mean is she would have possibly seen me make this on a live or in a video, or it was just, every time I come up with something, I was like, oh, I've got to show this. I can't wait to do that. And then I'd show it, and then I think, why have you done that now? You've made it twice as hard. So this does come undone. Or I can slide it off, as you just seen. I'll have one go if I can't get it out. Yeah, I can. So it does come off. It's just a piece of, it's not silk, it's almost satin silk. It's fabric that the lovely Sarah gifted me, and it's all in purples and stuff. So I've used my butterfly stamp, and I've actually stamped it 3 times to give it the 3D look. And then these have been stamped 3 times, as you can see, 3 different wings. I've got a piece of the same fabric up the top, and it says at the bottom, be positive. And then you open it out, and then it's an actual like little flip book, and I've put butterflies in here so she can add it in. Like I say, I did make one on one of my videos. This isn't it. The one I made on my videos, I'll get it up now in a second, but this isn't it. I inked all the edges and just added my butterfly stamp to it. Now this does come out, does slide out. It's my Matchbox booklet. I think that's what I called it. And when I did it on the video, I was like, why have you done that now when you could have shown it after the swap? So I have popped it in, only because it was just sitting there, and I just thought I'd made this for the swap, and I was like, oh, now I want to show everyone. So it has actually taught me a lesson not to make things before my swap is due. So let's open this up. So we open it up, as you can see, it's jam-packed full of stuff. So I'll start with this side. Here we have a clear pocket. Now there is a gap for you to put something in. I don't even know whether this would fit down there. No, because of the stitching that's going across. These are like little note, what do you call them? Sticky notes that I just thought it fitted in well. Then on here, behind here really, there's a pocket, and I've popped in my butterfly little butterfly charms, because I love working with my butterfly charms. They're one of my favourite stamps to use. I'm going to go that way with it. There's a reason why I'm going that way with it. Then in here, this was tied and then I broke the tie. It was tied with like blue ribbon. And then I broke the tie. I was like, oh, why have you done that now? So it's stuck with tacky tape. So I've just popped in some cutouts, some postcards, like little advertisements. Making waves was one of the themes that fitted in well. The perfume bottle, and then this was like the half. I also got doilies as well. Or was that no, that was the doilies that I bought. Oh, I haven't stamped the doilies. That might be the heart. It came out, yeah, it is the heart. It came out half, so I popped it in because I thought I was too nice not to be honest. So they go in there. Now again, this inspiration for the what would you call it? The doily, about it being folded and about things being, it being tied. This isn't my idea. This came from Ali. When I received my vintage box, she wrapped certain things in this beautiful doily, paper doily, and she popped stuff in it, and that was one of the things that I sort of went, oh, maybe I can add that to my swap. So I've added that. So thank you, Ali, for your inspiration. So this flips up, open, and as you can see, a small window for those butterflies to be seen. So she can write on here, she can take it all apart, because I've made it so you can take it all apart and use each element of it. I'll show you how to take it apart. I won't take it apart because it'll make me ages to get it back to where it was. So there's a little flap here, and what we've got is a little button charm. Now I used these are just stuck on with like a little small square sticky that can be taken off easily enough. These are made from my die cuts, and I've just popped some ribbon in between. And then this is made from my die cuts. I've popped some lace. I've got some butterflies because we had blue from the Shades of the Garden. I wanted to add that in. And then we've got the flat tacky tape, the flowers are there. I'm going to flip that back over. Then this is something I had in one of my kits I bought from Ali and Debbie from Crafty Bonbons. Now it was plain, so what I did is I wrapped a few of tacky tapes that I have. Got quite a collection coming on now, but I wrapped them up and I put them on here so Caroline is able to use it. That flips over. Again, she's able to take this off and use it. I've made another one. I know Carolina loves dress forms, so I've made another one with a full dress form, and then this one's got half of a dress form. Is that one you're looking at? And it's on an old vintagey postcard. So that flips over. And then on here, I've made another one. This time it was all the things I found in my vintage box when I bought it off Ali. Angels, like writing, all different things. I had handmade paper in it. It was beautiful things. So I made one of them. And then on this side, now, first of all, we've got this. Now this is some paper, a ruffled paper. Now if I've got like little strips left over like these, what I like to do is rip them completely down and then just ruffle them and sew them as is. And that's what I've done here because I thought she could add that to her journal because her journal pages are going out soon. So I thought that's what she could add here. This is in here. I'll open this up. Now when I went through that spell where I didn't know what to make, my mind just wouldn't communicate with my body as to what to make, and I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. I wanted to craft, but I didn't know what. This is my inspiration boards that I made a tin of on the live, but I've never ever actually sent it out as a swap, or I've never made anything for a swap. So what I've done is I've made Carolina an inspiration board envelope. So in here, I've said a little note on it and says, inspiration boards for those days you don't know what to craft. And that's what it says on the front. And then in here, I have these little cut-offs. Now these are actually from the middle of the film reel that I bought. And they were perfect for what I wanted to do. So what I've made is 3. I've put paper boxes, woodlands, vintage, and then I've also typed out and printed out fabric embellishments, pressed flowers, decoupage, and altering jars. And I've put some plain of those plain pieces in for her to make her own inspiration boards. So I've never actually sent it out as a swap, and I don't know how it's going to be received. I hope it's going to be received well, and she likes the idea of me doing that for her. Carolina always makes beautiful things anyway. She does. But I know everybody's been struggling with this idea of us being under lockdown on what to make and who to make for. So I just thought that would be kind of a nice thing to put in. So I hope she likes it. So let me flip the page. Now the page, flippers it. And then in the back here, you'll probably notice them on the other page, I've made some tags. They're plain on the back. And then I've also put, there is 2 of these in. The other one is here. They're just 2 little tags. They're from my new paper pad. So I just thought they would be perfect to fit into my swap. And then the pocket to them is just there. And they go in like so. So on this page, what I've done here is I've got 3 pegs. Now this middle one I obviously didn't make, but these ones I did. And all they are is I've punched a die cut out and I've just stuck it to like a really miniature peg. So that's that one. And then I've done the same on this one and there. And in here we've got 3 bows I've made up, and then the ribbons to actually make the bows up. That's what I've put in there. And I have got Carolina. Carolina's actually sent me her swap, so I might do it all in one video if it's not too long. So on this side, these were from my new paper pad, but green really appealed because that's what kind of colours Tommy had. So I popped them, and again she can take them off and use as is. Now these are little fabric, I don't know what to call them, to be honest. I was playing about with my scraps one day and I got some pins, and I saw a similar idea to this on Pinterest. So I don't know whether to call them scrap pins. I will make a video on how I've put them together, because on this one I've actually done some flowers. I don't know whether you guys can see that. There's 2 like little miniature flowers. I've sewn, all this is hand sewn to keep it all together. So that's what's in there. Then in the middle, there's a little tassel here that I've popped in. And then in the middle I have, this is my little goodies, extras. Now on the group we say a handful of extras, so what I've done is I've just put a little bit of a surprise in there, and that's my handful of extras to the lovely Carolina. I've cut my new stamp out and I've inked it up and done it with watercolours to get that effect, but that's what's on there. And then I've made my own hangers. Now paper clips rather. Some are made into a heart shaped, and then this one is actually made into a hanger. So I didn't put anything on them because I thought, well, Carolina might actually like to do something, might like to add a charm, so I've left them completely plain. Then on the back we have my pocket. Now this was in the pocket, this was in my last kit from Crafty Bonbons, And Ali had made this, and then all the trimmings to make that is in here. It needs to go with that really, so I might peg that together, but that's what that's all about. Now on the back we have, there's under here, again she can take this off if she wants, this is a die-cut flower, some lace and a button on top, and then I've made my own spool and I've wrapped some sari ribbon round so she can, because the thing underneath is like a little, I don't know how to describe it to you, but it's, there you go, you can see it. It's almost like a little hidden pocket, so to speak. And then the rest of the pocket, I have a pocket here, and then I have a pocket behind it, and then in that pocket behind it lived these. So all I've done in here is I've stamped some of my favourite stamps at the moment that I'm loving using. Stamped them in black Archivell ink. It's this one, it's Ranger ink. And it's all waterproof, so you can colour them in, or you can do what you want to, sweetheart. So I've added them in, and I've popped them in, and then I've added butterflies. You can take the butterflies off if she wants. Now these are little envelopes, and that's the back. I've popped my little name in the back. These are my two envelopes. Now the envelopes are slightly different because one has got is a pocket, which is this one. So what I've done is I've made the envelope, I've used some decoupage napkin on the front, I've used like die cut, I've got like a little die cut box, so I used some of that up, some fabric and lace, and my stitching on my machine. And then I've cut these out, no particular size, and then I've just made a little tag, little spot there, so that's that one. And then in this one is something different. So I used the blues that we had from our colour set, and we did have a light purple, I don't know, is it in Mermaid's the Garden or Mermaid's Tale? I can't remember, it's in one of the colour sets. It was like a light lilac colour. So when you open this, I've popped in I've popped in her, obviously I didn't hand make it, but I have popped in some of these. Now these I did handmade with decoupage, and they should be, or did I not pop a little one in? No, I used it on my peg. So that's what I've popped in there. I've popped two from my vintage box in there, because I know Carolina loves vintage. So that is my swap. It's actually, like I say, it's chock-a-block. I'm hoping that she will love it. I'm hoping so. I think next time, well, going forward, if I have an idea, I think I'm going to wait till the end of the monthly swap. And I'm hoping there are things in there that she hasn't seen me make, and there's things in there that she will love, and it'll give her some inspiration as well. I'm hoping the inspiration board will really inspire her to make things if she's not in the mood for physically crafting. And then I made this on a live. It's got nothing to do with the swap. That's my swap. But I wanted to put like a little handmade gift in. So what I've done is I'm going to put in this. I made this on a live, and it just flips open. And I think that she will love it. This comes out, it's just all like little sun spots. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to pop this in with it. And this is going to be my little, as it was a pocket with handmade ephemera, I think this would fit in perfectly, if not at all, this would fit in perfectly with the theme. But I am going to put on there somewhere that it's just a little something that I wanted to pop in as a little side gift. So that's my swap to Carolina. I hope you all loved looking through the pocket. I do have my swap sitting next to me to film, which I'm going to film. I can't wait to open it. So I'm going to pop that up on up soon. I hope you all loved looking through my pocket. I hope Carolina loves it. And yeah, let me know what you think of the pocket. Let me know what you think of everything I've made. I will love and leave you all. Have a lovely rest of the week or weekend, and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care, ladies. Bye.